Welcome back to the channel. We have two side-by-sides in the garage again. We got mine and Tyler's. Tyler, what are you doing today?
Today we're going to tackle front A-arm bushings and grease the wheel bearings.
Sounds like a heavy task.
Yeah, we'll show you how bad the front bushings are now and see how it goes.
It's pretty bad. Me, I got a couple new toys. I got a front bumper that I get to put on. I got some tree kickers, rock sliders, whatever you want to call them, for the side. I was a little busy today already and installed a horn. It was very loud. And also a parking brake. And that is very nice. So we'll go through and show you the rest of what we got going on today as it happens. But we've got our table all set up with the essentials. We're ready to go to town.
Let's do it.
All right, Tyler, what are we working with here?
All right, this side is going to be this bushing. Whew, notice this is the worst one.
That sounds pretty rough.
Yep, that's not spectacular. And this side, I think, was the front one on the lower. So the rest of them seem okay, but I'm just going to do them all while we're here.
Might as well.
Yeah, we'll start breaking her down.
Meanwhile, over here, this is the bumper we're putting on. Super ATV, low profile. Looks pretty nice looking. It's got kind of a, almost like a bedliner texture to it. They give you all the bolts you need, all in this little package here. You got these that go in this hole, and then you got all of these three that go way down here into there. So we're gonna get that bolted up, tightened down, and see what it looks like.
A few moments later.
So I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this or not, but if you look down inside at the fourth thread down, it's like chipped, and the chip is just lodged in there. So since I don't have a metric tap anywhere, and I really don't feel like going to the hardware store, we're gonna try run this bolt through, see if we can straighten it out, and we'll save this one and try and run that one back through after we run that one through. Hopefully that clears it up. If not, I guess I'm going to the hardware store.
In the case of the spinning rivet. Are we on hammer? Why are we on hammer?
Why are you on hammer?
Let's... Well, I'm stupid. That was the wrong one. We needed this one drilled.
This just in. Let's see if we can... Ooh, you're sunken into the plastic. Oh, you can grab anything. Look at that!
Guess we'll take that. Boop. Alright, just like that. Sweet. And then we'll figure out a way to pop that out.
Zip tie should suffice.
I would say so. Actually, maybe. Yeah, that does have to come out. I'm not stupid.
This just in. We're not stupid. We'll be right back. Alright, Tyler got that one out. So what's next?
I got the upper ball joint bolt loose. Take this bolt out and then work on these back ones here, getting those broken loose. I don't know how we're gonna get to that one.
Hope and pray.
Yeah, I really don't want to take the front cover off, but the video I watched, they just shoved a wrench in there, so we'll give that a shot.
Huh. Well, hopefully we'll be that lucky, because I don't know how big of a chore it is to take that front cover off, but it doesn't look like fun.
I'd rather not do it if we don't have to, but hey, if we have to, we have to.
We'll get her done today. So good news, running this through worked, and it just straightened it right out, pulled it back through. It's very warm. It's like almost hot to the touch. The tube is also very warm, which is very strange. But It didn't screw up the threads on that bolt, so we're gonna go ahead and run the one that came with the bumper. We're gonna run that in, but we're gonna do it while it's on there so I don't have to pull it back off again.
And in other news, Polaris actually made it wide enough so you can get a wrench in there. So
nice.
Front cover does not have to come off.
Nice job, Polaris. After the goopy thread debacle, that bolt is in, that bolt is in. We got these 3 bolts in, and this thing pretty darn sturdy. Which means we can take this and peel off the protective film. Oh dear. They should have done that right from the factory. Now I gotta do it out of the rivet. We can clean that up later. I'm thinking cover that up and put a big old Michigan Outlaws badge on it. What do you think, Ty?
Go for it.
What do you got going on? You getting the bushing pressed out?
Yeah, I got the big one cleared out. This one's got a clip in here.
Oh.
And I'm trying to find the end of it. Got some crud in there. I gotta clear out, pull that out. And
I can't believe you have any sort of crud in there.
pretty hard to believe.
I mean, you've never taken it into any dirt. Or mud.
No, don't go backwards! It's going down the back of my pants!
No, that's a pavement princess for sure.
I am all done on the front end here. We can stick that back in. Click. And that is the new look of my side-by-side. That bumper definitely adds a little extra definition to the front end. Plus a little extra protection. The only thing, I'll show you on Tyler's, we've got our flag mounts for Silver Lake. I made those not thinking I would put a bumper on it. Well, that pops out like right here. So I gotta figure out a different way to use that mount, or just make a whole different one, or an adapter or something. But we're gonna figure it out, because I can't go a year without Silver Lake. Gotta have the flag mount. Ooh, I could weld it right to the bumper and just repowder coat it. That'd be a lot of work and money. I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna make a new mount. Alright. Excellent news. The old flag mount doesn't work. It's very sturdy, very rigid, very cool looking design. Doesn't work. I'll even show you. It's supposed to bolt on there. That's not gonna bolt on there. Nor will it bolt on there. That's just not gonna work. So, what we're gonna do, Allie's mom got me this for Christmas a couple years ago. And that sits right down in there, and when bolted down, has just enough space and clearance for that nut. Going straight up, the flag will clear everything, don't have to worry. So that works out excellent. Works out excellent. Yeah, that's grammatically correct. We struggle with grammar here at Michigan Outlaws. Don't mind that, it's not hitting the light. Dude flag mount works perfectly. There's plenty of clearance in there for the nut to go on. Nice and tight. Pretty rigid. Not as rigid as the other one, but pretty decent. Flag comes straight up, doesn't hit anything. I can take that pool noodle, slide it down there, that way it protects that and that and that. That's on, that's on, that's on. Everything's on. I'm just waiting for the last part, which is the tree kickers to show up. That's supposed to be here. It's set by 145. Oh, it's 412. But I am pretty happy with the progress I've made today. Tyler is still working on getting the one bushing out. Oh no, he's putting them in.
I went for the small victory and got that one done, but I still have yet to get this clip out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Is that the bad one?
No, this one doesn't move.
That one doesn't move. Well, shoot, buddy, leave it in there.
I don't know why I started with this one. It was just the easiest one to start with.
12 seconds later.
He got it!
We got it out.
Look at that.
That little dinky thing.
That was causing nightmares.
That was ridiculous.
He wasn't going to sleep tonight if he didn't get that out.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you lost one.
Okay, no, those were the new ones.
Hopefully you get more than 2,000 miles out of them. Are you at 2,000 miles already?
I don't know.
I know you were getting up there.
$2,800.
Good grief. 2021 XP4 1000 with almost 3,000 miles on it already.
We were at it.
That's good. You get use out of it.
For sure. It's costing me a lot of money too.
That is for sure. They are not cheap toys. Hi, Chris.
Hi. I'm coming to join the fun.
He's coming to hang out for a little bit.
Watch the screams and cries.
Yeah. We don't show that on camera.
First day arm's done.
Nice.
I think we've learned a lot. These last 3 should go a lot faster. Don't quote me on that. But who knows?
Who knows? In other good news, package has arrived. So we're gonna crack this thing open and see what's inside. Oh man, what is that finish? That's quite different. It's supposed to be a textured black, but it looks very odd.
Oh well, looks like a rush job to me.
Yeah. It's alright. These are almost identical to the Kemimoto ones. I was looking on Amazon. Kemimoto had them for like 110. This was an off-brand that looked identical. Even the same broken English in the description. It was like 60 bucks. So we're gonna try these out, see what the off-brand does. If nothing else, they'll save me at least once before they break.
I'm really slacking on the mods on mine. Jake's putting me to shame. I guess I'm gonna have to go spend a lot of money now. I do have to do a oil change and everything. That needs to be done like this year before I go riding next.
Yeah.
I'm just lazy and don't want to spend money. One Nerf bar down.
That is fantastic.
Those look really good.
I like that a lot.
Side step too.
Yeah. For when you got the short people. Ooh. Can actually put quite a bit of weight on there. Granted, I'm only 150 pounds, but it's pretty sturdy. A lot sturdier than I thought it'd be, considering we're going over top of the plastic. Like we've got a plastic barrier and then the tube behind it. But all it needs to do is keep me from hitting trees and rocks. I think it's going to do its job. Next one!
Okay.
You got it out? Yep. Oh, that's out. Nice.
Yep. So,
Took a little bit. I'm going to lower this.
a little swinging. Yeah, you can take that out.
It was quite the debacle getting that lower ball joint out of there.
Yeah, it was quite tight. Didn't see that coming.
Holy mackerel.
Alright.
Number 2.
This I know was one of the bad ones. But thankfully this is the easier style.
Nice.
There's no clips in these. Pop that out. I can't quite reach that one. That out. Sleeve out of here without stabbing myself. Ding!
Look at that.
Number 1. Number 2.
Nice.
Ooh, those are
Yuck.
those are quite ugly.
No bueno.
Yeah,
That's why we got new ones.
that's right. I've got to remember what I used to tap out the old bushings. These last three should go a lot faster.
It was a 9/16 socket, I think.
Not for the first one.
Oh.
I got to tap first one in. It was the 1/4 inch extension.
Oh, I got that over here. What are you doing? There you go.
Chris. A lot less pressure than I thought it would be.
You really don't have to go that far to keep it in place. Because you're just holding it, you're not trying to like stop it from moving.
Right.
Well, it's already stopped when you apply that. I think that's a worth it kind of upgrade right there. It was 25 bucks on Amazon. Kamimoto parking brake.
It doesn't get in the way either.
Yeah, it's
I'm sitting here.
pretty out of the way. Chris helped me get the other tree kicker, rock slider, whatever you want to call these things. Side Nerf bar. Goodness.
These, I believe, are T40s. Unfortunately, I did not have a T40.
But you can use a 3/16 Allen key or 3/16 hex bit in a socket, whatever you got, and that has just enough tension on there to loosen them up and tighten them down.
Worked out pretty well.
Worked out pretty well.
Looks great.
This thing looks like a whole new machine with all the upgrades on it. Looks beefy. When are you doing yours?
That's a good question.
Hey, it's tax return season.
Yes.
Hey.
I do like them. They look nice.
Thank you.
They don't look too out there.
You're right. Yeah, they're not like way out here, but a little extra protection.
Makes it like round.
Mm-hmm.
Rounds off the machine. I love it.
You get any further?
No, I don't remember what I used to pound out the other ones. These last three should go a lot faster. A couple of these sockets were a little big. That one's too shallow.
Put an extension inside it.
So
Yeah, it's too long then. I wish we were sponsored by DeWalt. That'd be nice. The other boys want Milwaukee, but DeWalt's where it's at.
these last three should go a lot faster. Alright, we're back for day 2. Had to stop at the hardware store this morning and pick up some new hardened bolts for the ball joints and the shock mounts. So we got those in now. So just got to get this thing back on its own weight, get the limit strap back on that shock bolt, and we can tighten that down. Got to wait till I get home to get some rivets for the brake line, but for now we got it zip tied up. All fresh bushings in the A-arms, and got the wheel bearings greased as well on both sides. Hopefully get a little bit more life out of those. So that is it for now, I guess.
Okay, what's up, guys? Tyler got his done. I think it's the next week for us, but I got some goodies to put on mine. Jake's gonna do an oil change. I'm gonna do an oil change. I got some rock sliders like he did and a brake like he did.
I'm so
influential. He's just leading the way and making me spend money. Thankfully, they're not very expensive parts, so.
Fairly cheap upgrades.
Yeah.
Parking brake was what, 25 bucks, and then the rock sliders were like 60.
Something like that. So can't complain there. Meanwhile, I was looking at Jake's side by side, and I noticed the coolant line was a nice little cutout there. I'm like, huh, that doesn't seem right, but maybe it did it on purpose. So I come and look at mine, and I got that on mine. So we don't really know what happened. Maybe the fan caught it, because it's a pretty straight cut.
That's a very clean cut. It looks like something just went whoosh.
Looks like you took your razor blade and...
That's hard to cut tube like that, especially so cleanly. These fins are pretty darn sharp.
Thinking it's the fan, but the tube wasn't really close to it, so...
No, it was
either
out of the way.
that or Caleb sabotaged you, so...
Dang it, Caleb! Alright, so coolant line fixed. Much better. We've got this cool purple line now, makes it even more custom. Running around the horns, and it's tucked up and way out of the way of the fans. I don't like where that cord is sitting, so we're gonna maybe put that back into place. There we go. Look at that, nice and clean. A lot of wires, a lot of tubes. Don't worry about it, it all works. Meanwhile, Chris just got this one on, and it looks oh so good. A little matchy action. Ooh, he's working on the second one.
Oh yeah.
You going all right?
Looks great.
Nice. Now all you need is a cool front bumper. You'll be all set.
Oh yeah.
For another day. Too many boxes. So this is the kit that I got from Edwards Motorsports. You can find that on Amazon. But comes with full synthetic oil. This is all just the normal Polaris oil change kit. But then it also came with 2 new spark plugs, cool little shop rag, some gloves, disposable funnel, along with, what is that, gear case lubricant, transmission fluid, for hub and centralized Hilliard clutches. I'm guessing that's transmission oil. And then another differential oil. So it's got everything we need, all in one little box. So we're gonna start knocking it out. Ooh, it also came with, almost forgot, this thing. Comes with a new air filter. I'm gonna stick with the old one just because that one's Polaris brand and recommended by Polaris, but this one looks dang near identical and looks like it would serve the exact same purpose fairly well.
Dirty.
So while he's doing that, I got my front diff plug pulled, and let me see if I can, I gotta find a spot for the camera. There. Alright. So you can see, it's kinda goopy. I don't see any big metal shavings, so that is excellent. There's definitely a lot of metal dust, but that's just what happens when you get a new machine and you're breaking in a bunch of metal parts. You can see it's magnetized right there, metal specks. We'll just wipe her off, clean her up, put the plug back in, and then fill it with oil. Make sure you get that step right. If you try and fill it up without the plug in, you're gonna have a bad time. Front diff has been drained. We got our funnel all set up. The front diff actually gets this drive or demand drive fluid, so I get something a little bit different than the rear transfer case. Differential. Differential, that's what I'm trying to say. Rear diff gets something different than the front diff. So we're gonna top her off, and then we're gonna go do the rear.
Okay, I got the brake, handbrake in. It was kind of a struggle. A lot more than I anticipated, but it's in. And I got the rock sliders in. These are pointed straight forward, and I changed them to stick out so at night it shines on the trees, more or less.
Yeah, because you got the light bar for straight ahead.
Oh yeah.
Spotlight.
Dirty, dirty. I don't like it. Too much to clean, too many nooks and crannies.
You should have seen how much dust came out of my air filter.
Did you blow it out?
I pulled it out and like just held it here and like tipped it upright, and it was like a mountain of sand. Just
gross. Yeah, they get pretty bad.
makes you wonder what we're breathing in when we're riding on the trails.
Yeah, sometimes those trails get pretty nasty.
Cam is living proof of that. We've got so many like pictures and videos of where he didn't have a face covering and he's just caked in dust while everybody else is nice and clean.
Is my face dusty?
Dude!
Oh my goodness, dude.
He makes for a good laugh.
Alright. We're gonna keep trucking along.
Alrighty. Oil filled. Oil filter replaced. Both drain plugs in. Those are all empty. Next up for me, spark plugs. Oh. So I gotta reach way down in there. Christoph is now draining his oil, getting it all in the bin, and then he'll be swapping out his filter and all that good stuff.
I don't like doing oil changes.
I'm just messy. Cruising right along.
Oil drained, plug back in, filter in. Well, I took the filter out and then I put the new one in.
Oh, good.
Hands are dirty and oily. I don't like it.
Oh, look at that. Super clean, cleaning it right up. For eye contact, for skin contact, flush thoroughly with water and get medical attention. Yeah, you're gonna die.
I need medical attention now.
Over here we got the old spark plugs. Don't look too bad. Look pretty good for having 1,000 miles on them. That looks way better than any two-stroke plug I've pulled out. Got the new ones, and slap those in there. Fire it up, driving out of here. Oh, feels so good to be back in the seat.
Yeah, it does. Just want to get out riding now.
Oh, don't forget the parking brake. Boop. Hasn't blown up yet. I think we did the oil change right. I love it. Maintenance. Slippery.
And with this, like, ice snow, you could use your studded tires.
Right?
Haven't been in here for a minute. Last time it was snowing a lot. Oh. It's so crazy on buddy. Oh, it feels good. Just can't wait for it to actually be nice out and not cold anymore. I'm tired of it. But woo, looks good. A little dirty yet, but you know, it works. Now we gotta go sweep the garage. This is the worst part about working on things. You gotta clean up.
Luckily, Super Clean makes that easy. Kind of. They add an extra step to the process, but everything turns out better in the end. We spilled a little bit of oil, so we're gonna sprinkle some of that on there.
Sweep that.
We're gonna make an even bigger mess for Chris. Gonna make a big old mess. We're just gonna soak up all that oil. This is all natural. And that was a big oil spot, so we're gonna coat that.
Jake can't contain his oil, so do you see any oil spots over here?
You're standing in a puddle.
That's water. Legit.
We'll let the jury decide.
Water or God.
But we gotta let it sit probably for at least a few hours. So we'll just let it sit overnight, let it do its magic.
Hey, you missed the spot.
If I were to get every single spot in here, we would need like
Right there.
a giant container.
That's
Yeah.
better. Oh yeah.
So that's everything. Cleaning up. We're about to hit the road, get some food.
I'm very hungry. So if you haven't already, subscribe. Check out our other videos. Like, comment if you wish. Get some merch. All the good stuff. But for sure, definitely subscribe. Please. Big news. What kinda? Couple videos ago, Jake said he was going on a trip to the UP, but weather is junk, so that is not happening. So that really sucks a lot for them. I wasn't planning on going anyway, so I guess it don't really matter, but it just sucks not having the weather that we wish.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'd have the sleds still, but what can you do? You just get more side-by-side upgrades.
I like the way this guy thinks. What's next?
That's a good question.
Subscribe and find out. We'll see you next time. Oops.